So, welcome guys to another breakdown. Today we will be breaking down two trades. One will be the GBPCAD news trade long, which I also gave you the telegram before the news, and another trade which will be the ES short, which I took in the AM session. It was a nice trade, so I will break down both of them. Let's first start with our ES trade, then we will move on to the GBP CAD trade. Yeah. Okay, so this is SPX. Hold on, let's start with naked charts. Okay, so let's compare ES and NQ. So the trade was in this move. This move was the one which came after equity open and the news, etc., which is the best time which I prefer, 10 to 11 a.m. So what we see here is this up move. In NQ it took out the day highs. These day highs were taken out in NQ, but in ES they were not. So what is this? This is a SMT, like a higher time frame SMT. So now I'm hunting for shorts here, right? So okay, let's start. We had no as such clear SMTs of these highs or another highs, but it was not necessary because we had a very higher time frame SMT, like not a higher time frame, a medium time frame SMT, which was sufficient for me. So all I needed was a MSS with a candle to candle SMT, open, high, low, close, and I was in. So what happened here? It's the same idea, guys. You can see that our MSS is this one, this swing low, which was the last swing low found before the expansion up above, is our MSS. So when price is breaking out, is closing below this low, then I am looking for shorts. I'm not looking for short at this FVG. This short is called a low risk sell, but I don't get involved in these trades. They are extremely risky and have a 50-50 chance, so I avoid them absolutely. So all I needed was a candle to candle SMT, and it clearly happened here. I'm telling you this since many videos. It's the same trade logic, it's the same idea, everything is same. You just need to apply them again and again. You see this candle's high is not taken out in ES, but in NQ it has been taken out. So this is a candle to candle SMT, and this candle was an open, high, and a low. So what I did was, when it was an open, it had an SMT, and when the candle was returning down, and we crossed, as soon as we crossed the opening price and we were somewhere down here, this is where I went short, right here, and my stop loss was just above the SMT high. It may sound weird, but yes, believe me guys, this is how I trade. And in all my analysis, in all my breakdowns, in all my trades, I share the same stop loss. It's not even two handles, it's 1.5 handle. And as I have to deal with spread, my stop loss was somewhere around here. Yes, around, let's say, 3 handles was my stop loss. And my final target, according to this market maker style model, should be this low, right? Here I should book my profits, and I did. At here I booked 80% of my position, and I thought that it might continue lower, and already I was in a good profit from the news trade. So I said that let it run. I left the 20% as a runner with my SL trail somewhere here, and in this bullish up move it got like it was triggered, and I made around, this was a 3.81 hour in around in here, but yes, I messed up a bit and my booking was somewhat higher, so I made around 1.5 to 2 hour in this trade. I have not calculated it, but yes, it was a good trade. And after that you can see it just reversed, so it was a good idea to book at this low, and it was even a better idea to book almost 100% of your position at this low, but it's okay. So this was the ES trade which formed. Also, I am observing that the markets can give a good short trade here. I will let you know. Let's see. It's a weird condition. Okay, just leave it. Let's go to our breakdown. Now I will go to GBPCAD, and for GBPCAD, what we will be needing is EuroCAD for looking SMTs. Wait a second, compare EuroCAD. Right, we will compare EuroCAD for our trade setup in GBPCAD. Now let me clear these things out. We'll go extremely top down through this. Alright, now let's begin with our monthly time frame. So I say you guys to pay a very close attention to how a very high time frame candle is operating. I will mark this monthly open here. Let's mark it with a orange color. So what the monthly candle is doing is, it was an open low and now it is making the high. So there is no point for it to go lower now, because half of the month has been over, and in half of the month what it has done is an open low and now high is getting formed. So a monthly candles bias said that we are bullish. Also we took out the previous month low, so my immediate target is that previous month high. It might be taken in this month itself or in the next month, but yes, my bias is bullish on the monthly time frame. Now we go to the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, we had RDRB, rebalanced redelivered price range. This is called an RDRB. I hope you guys know it. And this was a discount RDRB. PDRA, yes. So this lied in around the OTE area, and we can see that how every weekly candle, not even a single weekly candle closed inside of the RDRB. Only wicks were coming in and going out. So the weekly also said me that after this internal range liquidity is hit, our target is this external range liquidity. So weekly time frame was also saying me a bullish setup. Now let's drop down to the daily time frame. Alright, on the daily time frame, let's remove this monthly open. On the daily time frame, what I'm seeing is, this is a IRL to ERL trade forming up. We can see that this is whole bullish leg, and we don't have any FVG or RDRB in this discount zone, but we have a FVG in the premium zone. I would not be a buyer here if we would have not digged in below the 50%. As before, 2 days before, we digged into the equilibrium and tapped some of the inefficiencies here. Those inefficiencies might not be visible on the daily time frame, yes, but I'm sure that there will be 4-hour, 2-hour inefficiencies in this price zone. So I am bullish because we have traded below the 50%, and now we are also respecting this daily FVG. No candles closing in the daily FVG. So my daily bias is also saying bullish. So the key thing, monthly, weekly, daily, all 3 time frames, all my long term perspective is saying bullish idea. Now I drop down to the 60-minute time frame for explaining you the trade entry. So as it was a daily FVG, we look for 1 hour setups. So 1 hour MSS, market structure shift, was some here. This swing high was our 1 hour market structure shift. So unless and until prices are closing above this MSS, I am not looking for long, and it closed here and retraced back and took out these sell side liquidity. So this was a purge. This is a very good sign. So this is our intermediate term low, and then it also continued higher and higher. And when this candle closed just 2 hours before the news, one thing was confirmed. When this candle closed, we had this breaker confirmed. Yes, this is a breaker block. Why it is a breaker block? Because this leg took out liquidity, and now as it has closed above, this is our breaker block. So our daily, weekly, monthly, all time frame aligning with our 1 hour lower time frame setup, that is the breaker block. You need nothing else to trade this news. It's all it. You don't need anything else. You can just blindly press the buy button when this price tapped the breaker. But yes, I was like, already the news is gonna come, so it had very high chances. Let me tell you that in news many times happen that this breaker is formed. The 1 hour candle, what it will do before the news, before 10 minutes of the news, it will go down, and it will dig very deep. But the news will move it up, and we will have a very good wick which will be supporting the breaker, and it might have taken out your SL of the low of the breaker. So what I do is, I wait till the news release, 2 minutes or 1 minute before the news release, I enter long. Quite simple. So I went long here and booked my TP. Also one thing which I missed is, we had an SMT. This SMT is also available, visible at the daily time frame. This low right here. In EU it was a lower low, and in GBPUSD it was not. So this was a SMT. Quite clear. So we had SMT, we had daily, weekly, monthly perspective matching, we have a 1 hour breaker block with us, everything was in line. And now for just a confirmation purpose, I have no like I don't want to see, I was not interested in seeing any of this form, but yes, it formed, so it is good. So you can see that this before the news, just about 1 hour before the news, we were going down, and what we did in GBP CAD was we took out these lows. You can see these lows, yes, these lows. In these lows in EU are here, but in our GBP CAD these lows are here, which are taken out, but in EU it has not been taken out. So what this is, an SMT. मतलब in Hindi we say it सोने पे सुहागा. It's like you have everything with you. Also, you are getting even 5 minute time frame setups just before the news. This is just marvelous. Like I don't need anything. I don't need any more confirmations for that. Also, we had a FVG which got inversed here, and this 5 minute candle just before the news was respecting it. This was also an extra confirmation for anyone who wanted to enter the trade. But yes, it was all more than enough to enter long on the news itself. I went long and booked my target somewhere here. I shared the screenshot, and yes, I could have waited for this external range liquidity to be taken, but it's the same thing, that it might happen, that it might not be taken. It may make smooth highs for a liquidity to be taken ahead, and you hold on, and now you are just exiting cost to cost. It doesn't make sense. If you are getting a very decent RR or a decent profit, I was getting 20% of my account gain on this trade. That was ridiculous. So in just one news trade, I was up by 20% on my account. So I just said, leave it. I don't care. However, how much it wants to go, I had gotten enough move, so I booked it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. If you guys have any other question, feel free to reach me out on my Twitter DM. I will reply everyone who drops me a DM, and it is a valuable question. It must not be random questions which makes no sense. So I will surely reach you. I will surely reply you if you reach me out on Twitter DM. Thank you, guys. Keep trading.